Welcome to the PR Mallory Building, home of Paramount School of Excellence and my school, Purdue Polytechnic High School. You might not recognize the Mallory name, but you've got to recognize these. The first Duracell batteries were made right here.
Since the 1900s, this location's been a lot of different things.
First it was a baseball park, then it was an amusement park with a water slide, then it was a factory.
But in 1979, the PR Mallory Company left, and after that it really became an empty building. I mean, I grew up a few blocks away from here. There was really nothing going on.
So in 2018, Englewood Community Development Corporation and John Bonner Neighborhood Centers came up with another invention, a plan to turn this building into charter schools. They formed PR Mallory LLC. This is the money they needed, and here are just a few of the people it took to raise it.
Everybody wanted it to happen. The city wanted it. Indianapolis Neighborhood Housing Partnership, the Mine Trust, United Way, and I don't think we had a more vocal cheerleader and supporter than Indiana Landmarks throughout this whole process. This is one of the most iconic sites on East Washington Street, and for it to be abandoned, for it to be just a symbol of kind of what happened to the neighborhood, to see it today is the exact opposite. This was a cradle of invention in our community. We are now training the next generation of inventors.
Most people don't understand electrochemistry. It's all about how the electrons flow from the anode to the cathode.
One of the primary goals of this project was to be able to blend the historic character of this building with the distinctly different pieces of the two tenants in the facility. We had a high school, Purdue Polytech. Purdue space, we were able to use garage doors. We needed lots of open space where they could move freely between spaces and do lots of collaboration. And then Paramount School of Excellence is a middle school program that's a little bit more traditional in terms of their setup, and so they needed more acoustical separation, more traditional classrooms.
We're excited here at Paramount. We feel the love from the resources, from the history that's within the walls, from the bricks to the wood details. Students respect and love those details, so it just adds to their learning environment day in and day out.
One of the other major challenges of this building was just the contamination on the site. We hauled off about 4,200 tons of contaminated soil.
But in spite of all of the challenges, the PR Mallory Building is now listed in the National Register of Historic Places.
I love how they kept a few pieces of the building. They didn't take everything and make it new. There's some woodwork here that is fantastic, that holds that spirit of innovation in it. These students are making history. All they have to do is meet the eligible requirements, and then they do not have to compete with others. They are directly admitted to Purdue University.
There's even more history being made here. This building is called the Bunker Building. It's home to our robotics lab and Uplift Produce, a hydroponic growing operation. It's like right out of the future.
This building is a plant paradise. We grow leafy greens from seed to finish within 14 days. It was built back in World War II, so it's a very solid foundationally, and ultimately it's 60,000 square feet end to end, where we're partnering up with folks like Englewood Community Development Corporation here in the neighborhood to bring jobs.
I really wish everybody could have seen what it looked like to begin with. The decay that it was in, all the peeling paint, the basement especially so dark and dingy, and you really just couldn't imagine how it could have transformed into something like this. This is a place that students are going to be able to come for years and have a great education and have a tie to the community that they'll want to either return to or give back to in some way, and to really support the community for a number of years to come.
I want to go into IT.
I want to go into nursing.
I want to work for NASA.
I want to be an architect. I think Mr. Mallory would be proud.
Congratulations to PR Mallory LLC for the inspiring transformation of the PR Mallory Building, winner of Indiana Landmarks 2021 Cook Cup for Outstanding Restoration.